thank you everybody for having me. Jeff, John, the sponsors and the investors for the Mad Ants. I appreciate the faith that you've shown in me over the last 3 weeks to a month of this process. I'm excited to be here. I think that we will play an exciting brand of basketball. We've got some good players returning. We've got to build our roster. And we've got to have a very, very successful and not lengthy training camp, but a training camp with purpose. Have goals, set them high like everybody around here wants us to, and go out and reach those goals. So I'm excited to be here. I look forward to getting to know everybody over the coming weeks initially, and then of course throughout the season. And I'm always around. The phone will always be on. If you need to reach out to me, please do, and I'll do my best to give you as much time as I can. So, Jeff, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll open up to questions. Fire away.
What's the biggest challenge this year for Wayne?
Well, I want to carry on what Tinks and Jeff and everybody's done in the past. You've got a good base here. You were very successful last year. I know that the support here in the community is strong, but at the end of the day, we've got to win, and that's everybody's goal here. So, win some games, make the playoffs, have a successful playoff run, and see what happens. Along the way, we're going to be asked to develop some players, and that'll be a responsibility that we'll all have through our affiliates. So I look forward to it.
What was it about this job that was attractive to you?
Well, the last 2 years under Eric Musselman and Reggie Theus, I got to know the league. As Jeff alluded to, I spent some time over in Australia, 5 years coaching for 2 different teams. I played in the league. I played in the old CBA. I felt this was the natural progression in coaching. I could have stayed over in Australia, and I had a couple opportunities to go to Europe. But family, getting back to the States and having a chance to be in the D League was a big draw to me. And I want to be a head coach. I've been it in the past. I feel like I've got the work ethic and the knowledge to get things done. So, every year you put your name out there for jobs, and Jeff rang, and we struck up a good conversation over a number 3 weeks or so, and this was very attractive to me, and I'm glad I was pursued, and I'm glad I'm here.
What are some of the things that you really enjoy about the D League?
Well, I like the league. It gets up and down. We'll play tough, hard-nosed defense, and Steve does a great job on the defensive end, and we're going to get together over the next couple of weeks and continue that. The challenge is improving guys. I've been to the CBA. I went to the league very briefly. If I can get guys on our team to get opportunities, so to be able to get him up there, get him overseas if he needs to get over there and make some money, that's the goal. So I've been there, and if I can give those guys an opportunity to make some money, to become coaches maybe if they want to, then I feel that that would be a success.
Do you have a preferred style of play that you look for players to fit, or is it more like getting players and then have a style of play that fit what you have?
Well, we'll have a certain style, but as you know, there's a lot of turnover in the D League. The last 2 years in LA, we had 4 guys from training camp that were on our team after December. So we went through a number of players. The trick is to find those guys and make sure that they can play and fit into your system. We'll defend. So first and foremost, the guys got to commit to the defensive end of the floor. I've got a style of play offensively that I think they'll like to play. We'll get up and down the floor. If our spacing is good, and they trust each other and share the ball, we'll score. We'll score a good amount of points to win games.
What's your thoughts on our NBA affiliates?
Well, I'm just now, really over the last couple of days, understanding our relationships with those affiliates. Some are better than others. To be blunt with you, Indianapolis, we have a very good relationship. Milwaukee, not so good. Memphis, we've got a good one. Detroit, pretty good. So there's work to be done there. Reach out, pick up the phone, communicate with them, see what their needs are. Invite them to be open with us and know that they can send players here, and we'll do our best to develop them.
How's it different coaching in Australia compared to North America?
Well, the size of the players are smaller. Fast league, tough league. The Aussies are tough. They're hard workers. But the D-League is still a dominant league compared to Australia. The D-League's the second best league in the world.
Do you remember, playing in the CBA? Did you play in Fort Wayne? Any memories?
Well, I played in Rapid City, South Dakota for a better part of almost 2 seasons under Eric Musselman and Flip Saunders. I don't remember playing in Fort Wayne, but back then there was a lot of bus rides, not as much flying. I lived in room 219 at the Days Inn, and I had a hot plate to boil water, and I made $8,000 for the season.
Rapid City.
In Rapid City. So now we had great support. We averaged almost 8,000 fans a game, and we went to the finals 2 years in a row. So.
What do you point to as your coaching influences, your biggest influences?
Well, a couple of my coaches growing up, Jack Helber was my high school coach. He taught me a lot about discipline, taking care of myself, hard work. Ken Scalmanini is a coach right now out at Claremont McKenna College, who's won 6 championships in the last 12 years. I've worked for him. He's actually quite younger than me. But you learn a lot of things from all different age coaches. I played under Bill Fitch for the Rockets, Casey Jones with the Celtics. Both had completely different styles. Casey was quiet, Bill was animated. What's my style? Combination of the both, I get pretty intense. But I also think we need to have a good working environment where there's not a lot of pressure. But everybody knows there's expectations. Play hard and have a good time.
Any sense of pressure on your side, having come in off the heels of a historical season?
I have pressure on myself all the time. I like to win, and when you don't win games, you've got to push a little harder and be a little more thorough and try to figure things out. So I'm a lifer. I love this game. This is what I enjoy to do. But pressure is something that only gets to you if you let it.
All right, folks, we'll just bring